Hi friends, we're back. Today what we're gonna make is some homemade tortilla chips. Exciting, I know. So what I have here ready in my bowl, I just prepped a little bit before we started filming, is 2 cups of this masa flour. I just got it at the regular grocery store for about like $5 for the bag. And it's been pretty good in terms of like bang for your buck. I don't know how many tortillas I've already made with this bag alone. Anyways, so we have 2 cups of that in here. We have about a teaspoon each of paprika, parsley flakes, and garlic powder. Now, here we have a cup and a half of warm water with some salt dissolved in it. Depends on your taste if you want it more or less salty. It's really up to you, doesn't quite matter. But now, what we're gonna do is basically just slowly add in the water to the mixture. And then I start with my spoon and get it kind of going a bit. And now it's getting a little bit more difficult to maneuver just with the spoon, so that's where our hands come into the picture. Let's go. You can pre-buy your tortillas if you want to and do like the second half of the video, the baking part, but I will judge you just a little bit if you do that. It should just all be well combined and nice and smooth. Now, I might even add a little bit more water to this. So I'm gonna go grab a bit of water. Okay, so now I have a little bit of extra water. Just go slowly. You do not want to overdo it. I mean, you can fix it with a little bit more masa after if you do end up pouring too much water in there. But I like to do things right the first time. After you got this all combined, nice and smooth, I'm gonna pick her up. I'm gonna try at least. Just kind of make it a little ball like that. So pretty. Stick it back in your bowl, cover it with a kitchen towel, clean kitchen towel, leave it for about half an hour. This is gonna let the masa hydrate properly and it'll become a lot more workable. So I'll see you back when our dough is ready. I have my dough here, ready to go, or my masa rather. It doesn't look as pretty as it did before because I kind of assaulted it with my fingers. But basically what we do here is we're gonna start making our actual tortillas. And that looks about right. I like to use an amount that's about like my palm size kind of. And I don't own a rolling pin, so we're using a glass. So yeah, grab 2 pieces of parchment paper. Just like that. You stick your dough in there, give it a little bit of a smush. Don't worry about them being perfect. They're not going to be perfect. On the edges, they'll crack a bit. That's just the nature of the corn flour. It's all good. So, do that. Take my handy dandy makeshift rolling pin and start just going in all sorts of different directions. I find is my best strategy to make it come out in like an even shape. And don't be afraid to add quite a bit of pressure because I'm trying to make them as thin as I can, while simultaneously not breaking it too much. So yeah, like I said, doesn't have to be perfect, but like don't completely destroy the thing either. Now, this is what our first tortilla looks like. Stay there. Okay. So you grab it like this, flip her over, should come off of the parchment really easily. That still feels quite soft, but it's getting there. All right, so you do the same thing on the other side until it's crispy, crispy. I've just cut my tortillas up into the little triangle shapes here. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. Just do the best that you can. I'm gonna take some coconut oil and just brush it lightly over the chips. All right, so that is it, my friends. These are our finished chips. Here, I'll show you. They're so, oh, that one not as much. I'll show you this one, so crunchy. So, yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope that you are gonna give this recipe a try, and if you do, let me know how it goes.